Tonight, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Aaron Rodgers and the Houston Texans taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
And I like his honesty because when we sat down with him, I mean, he was the first one to say that was on me last week, a really poor performance. Way too many interceptions, didn't find the end zone throwing the ball, put his defense and his special teams in some real jeopardy, but somehow they won the game.
They won.
Yeah, what I loved about is when he told us about the defense kind of corralling him in the locker room and said, all right, my man, we're not going to do that again this week, are we?
Now, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle
the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that.
In the double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Texans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in...
He's got a man complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 30 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 21 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position. On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Back deep is T.Y. Hilton. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they certainly got dented with that 1st down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts steps away to his left. He completes it to Julio Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The Eagles and Texans, polar opposites last year in terms of running the football. The Eagles were number 1 in the league. The Texans, 32nd, dead last. And, in fact, the Eagles ran for nearly twice as many yards as the Texans did in 2021. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he is going to go down. They sack him. on the final play of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Rolling to his right. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Open man, once again, it's Thielen. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hurts. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Completes it to Samuel. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Patrick Ricard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No return here for Wilson. To touch back, it'll come out to the 25. Houston set to take over. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try it now with Swift. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Partner, do we have a medic here? Can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know that they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite red zone to decide to go for it. How did this happen?
Hey, risky, but it paid off. I agree. You keep calling plays like that, you're going to need a lot of antacids on the sideline.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They go play action with Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. They'll try to run with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
And here's Matt Araiza now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. For the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. But first down, Hurts forced out to his left.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Swift. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Mark Ingram.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here into the hands of Boyd.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down. To throw, it's Rodgers.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. McCaffrey going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Robinson will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tyler Boyd from 4 yards out.
And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Up the middle, Ingram. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They give to Ingram up the middle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on 3rd down. Ingram. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for Philadelphia,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week as they will take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for Houston, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Tonight, from Lincoln.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This one fielded at the 5 and able to get this out to the 25. Hurts throwing right away.
He completes it to Jones. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 67 yards.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
From the 40 now on second down. Hurts looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 21 carries, 92 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play act.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Hurts going to keep it again.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come, we get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
They'll run with Swift.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Goff's throw there caught by Gallup.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Goff on first down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a first down throw. Goff. On the left side, Gallup's got it.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
Oh, he's got some. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Throwing on third. Gone. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Bobby Wagner in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift, because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 118 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Chase Young.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We begin with something never said before in NFL history. Let's start out in Germany. That's right, Munich, the site for the early tilt between Seattle and Tampa Bay, where it was the host Buccaneers who were able to come away with that victory. Zach Wilson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Tua Tagovailoa, excellent in the victory as his guys up their record to 7-2 now on the year. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run again with Harris. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. On the move to his left. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Touchdown, Washington. Travis Kelsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a Travis Kelsey touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we're talking about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
He was brought down by Michael Davis.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Right back to Swift again on second down. Call it a gain of 4 there. So sets up a big play here. Third and... yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's gone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the 27, Hurts. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Throwing is Hurts. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Here's Swift.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
145 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten him down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd down and goal. Hurts eluding the pressure. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
So Jared Goff in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 2:14 to play. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. On 1st down, Goff. And he's got it complete to Anderson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff
setting up the screen. Harris.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Goff.
This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Play action. It's Goff. Gonna take a shot for Gallup, and that is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw is caught here by Anderson.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line.
It completes it once more to Anderson.
So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Again, Goff. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Desperation time for Goff on fourth. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down, Swift. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Looks like he'll throw here. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff, one last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Eagles,